So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Myself?
Yes.
Myself. Um, there are so many things.
Well, expand on that.
Um, it's like this collective of things that become even greater things.
So you're saying that you're great?
I've been great.
Where do you plan on going with that?
To great things. Probably. When you're great, you just tend to, it's just great. I'm great. That's pretty much it. I'm greater I'm greater than great, actually. I'm great. It's the best way to describe myself.
So I heard some people talking about this quad pod. What exactly is that?
The quad pod. Well, it's really a deep subject. It's really deep. But it actually started from a collective of thirsters, one after the other. Eventually, they formulated this sphere of thirst. Got a little extreme. We wanted the people to be aware of this flood that was coming. So what we did was we formulated a signal, if you will, a signal. So when I say quad pod, they run. It's kind of like a bat signal, but the opposite. Batman usually comes when you throw up the bat sign. We run. The quad pod is a collective of four that extreme thirst is within them.
So you're saying thirsters?
Thirsters, yes. Guppies, little fishies in the pond. They need that H2O to survive. It's their life source. It's pretty ridiculous. And they're dangerous. They're definitely dangerous. The quad pod is not to be played with.
So what's this "no mercy for the thirsty" quote I hear?
No mercy for the thirsty. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's what we use to nullify any contact with those who become insatiable. Insatiable is probably the wrong word. That was the wrong word. Forgive me. So, no mercy for the thirsty. Okay, this is what I got for that. No mercy for the thirsty. It's really a deep concept. I don't really like to, dabble in it too much because, it brings back memories, flashbacks, flash floods, stuff like that. But No Mercy for the Thirsty is one of those things where you just kind of have to understand it to really, I know I'm not really giving you a lot of insight, but, it's very secretive. It's very, very secretive. It's very
It's kind of one of those things you just have to be there to understand.
Yeah, no mercy for the this is the simplest way I can explain. No mercy for the thirsty. If you've ever been attacked emotionally, just in a way that was just unquenchable, that individual is just yo, back up. That's when no mercy for the thirsty comes into effect. It's just, it's hard to explain, man. It's really difficult.
So expand a little bit more on the emotional and physical attacks.
Well, you see, signs of thirsters are very obvious, you see, because you have those who might verbally attack you on Facebook. Every time you put a status, they like that. Every time you comment on someone else's status, they like that. My question is, how do you even know I commented on someone else's status? You're thirsty. If I walk outside and you see me and we haven't met, but you know my name, you're thirsty. If I'm walking down the street with my friends and you're by yourself, you come into the middle of my friends and you know all of them, but you immediately say hi to me, you're thirsty. It's like there's so many different scenarios I can name. Like, it's no mercy for the thirsty. It's running. The thirsty are running rampant, and they have to be stopped.
Kind of like a zombie apocalypse.
Exactly like a zombie apocalypse. Exactly.
Yeah.
But worse.
So I heard that there was a little movement that had spawned from this motto called Camel Life. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Camel Life is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, and camels. If you know anything about camels, they tend to not be as thirsty as the average animal, and they inspired. Actually, a friend of mine, he just happened to mention this animal, and it inspired me to, formulate a collective of soldiers for non-thirst. And Camel Life is what came about. It's a lifestyle of protecting yourself from the thirst, surrounding yourself with people that are retainers of good water. They don't need to, saturate themselves elsewhere. They have their own supply. Therefore, protecting themselves from being one of the thirsters or guppies. It's a new phrase, but definitely gonna stick. So, Camel Life. We also have a little symbol.
Can I see that?
Do you want to see the symbol?
Yeah.
It's pretty serious. I don't know if I can. I don't know if they might come get me. Just kidding. But no, like it's really, it's real simple. You have the C here, and obviously the C stands for camel. You have the L here, which stands for life. Now you see, like, it looks simple. You look at this and you're like, oh, it's a C and an L, Camel Life, But it's really, there's more to it. You see, when you complete that, it forms a heart. Boom, thirst. Oh, see, you don't want that. You don't want that completion coming. So we throw up the Camel Life. It's representation. Like, if we see one of our fellow camels, in dangerous territory, deep in the pool, rolling in the deep.
Within the thirsters?
Right. If the thirsters are surrounding them, if they're in a pool, it's up to their ankles, feet, thighs, legs, whatever. We just quickly throw up the Camel Life to bring them back to reality. We also coined a new phrase called mirage, like you're in mirage. Like, when you're seeing things, because you haven't had enough water, like you're in mirage. So we want to save them from being in mirage, and therefore Camel Life.
And it's kind of ironic because camels are from the desert, so that does make sense how you've coined that.
It's pretty clever, I know. I'm great, remember?
Yeah, I'm starting to see it.
Yeah, it's greatness.
Yes.
It's greatness, genius.
Greatness equals greatness.
Greatness equals greatness times greatness multiplied by greatness divided by greatness.
Just hold it there. So how do you plan on using your greatness,
right,
to spread the Camel Life lifestyle to those who have been captured by the thirst?
You see, once you are captured by the thirst,
is it pretty much over?
It's very hard to return. You see, there have been many who have asked me, hey, Devon, can I join this Camel Life? I've had, women, men, can I join this Camel Life? And I really would love to just let you jump in Camel Life. But you see, Camel Life is more than just a club. This is not just a club. This is a lifestyle. So like when you wake up in the morning, Camel Life should be pops in your head. When you go to sleep, Camel Life. When you're eating breakfast, Camel Life. When you're brushing your teeth, Camel Life. When you're picking your nose, Camel Life. When you're picking your toe jam, Camel Life. When you're scratching your back, Camel Life. When you're eating cotton candy, Camel Life. When you just popped your popcorn, Camel Life. When you pour your bowl of cereal that you've been waiting for, Camel Life. When you watch Saturday morning cartoons, Camel Life. You see, it's all Camel Life.
So basically what you're saying is you must be fully committed to Camel Life.
This is Camel Life. Camel Life or die. Because you'll die if you don't.
That sounds pretty serious.
You'll actually, you won't physically die if you're not in Camel Life, but you will definitely be parched. You will be parched. and you won't be properly hydrated. See, we Camel Lifers, we are properly hydrated. We don't need extra hydration. That's the problem. That's the problem right now. They want the extra hydration. You know what I mean? We just want the hydration necessary to live a thirst-free lifestyle. You see, so the way, I guess, there's really no way to join Camel Life. You just have to know your Camel Life. And if you know your Camel Life, then I don't see why you can't be Camel. But if you come up to me and you ask me, how can I be a part of Camel Life? You're not a part of Camel Life. You don't have it. You're not Camel Life. And my heart goes out to those. I've lost many to the thirst, but we will overcome.
Well, Devon, I'd like to thank you for your words of wisdom and warning the thirsties out there, and definitely.
There's a lot.
Yes, I've started to notice that now.
Running rampant.
Any last words before in closing?
I mean, when you realize, when you look in the mirror, when you wake up and you're like, I was meant to save those who have been swallowed by the thirst. You begin to step outside yourself. Or actually more inside yourself, because you have to protect yourself, but like, it's about the people, not about me. It is about me because I started this, and I'll finish this, but it's those people those peons that, well, not really peons, that's the wrong word. They're great too, but.
All right, thank you, Devon, for your time. That's about all the time we have, so just thank you very much.
Thank you for interviewing me. The greatest.